What is up, everybody? Welcome back to DEVILDEVYN360 News Nightly, formerly known as the Devil's Hour Talk Show. It's good to be back for an episode of this. I bet you've been wondering when I would be back for this episode. And this is now episode 9 of so far an 8-episode podcast. And we have talked a lot of shit, but not enough. So, first of all, let me ask you this. Who do you got in the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight? God, I want fucking Jake Paul to lose so bad. I hate Jake Paul. I wish Jake Paul would get hit by a fucking train. If he did that, we would all be happier. Like, seriously, what the fuck? Why is Jake Paul gonna fight a 60-year-old man? Shouldn't that qualify as fucking elder abuse? That should qualify as elder abuse. You don't see me going around punching, 60-year-old men. Sorry. Got a frog in my throat there. Otherwise. But yeah, why? Why, Jake? You're younger than this guy. Although I believe that Mike Tyson has the ability to still kick Jake Paul's fucking ass. And reason number 1 as to why I say that, Jake Paul is a pansy-ass douchebag. And yet we still pay attention to his fucking ass. And I am very, very tired of it. We still go around paying attention to this motherfucker, and, Jake Paul doesn't deserve any of his notoriety or what he has, The only thing Jake Paul deserves to do is burn in hell for the rest of eternity. I could care less about Jake Paul. In fact, I hate Jake Paul more than I hate Elon Musk. And I said that all the way back in episode 6, that I fucking hated Elon Musk. And it rings true. It rings true. I hate Elon Musk. I hate that motherfucker with a passion. If you put me in a room with Mr. Beast, Elon Musk, KSI, iShowSpeed, and Kai Cenat, I would immediately point the gun at fucking Elon Musk, shoot him. And I mean, I don't like Mr. Beast, but I wouldn't kill him. But again, if you put me in a room with Elon Musk, Mr. Beast, KSI, fuck, I'd shoot KSI just for right in the thick of it. But otherwise, so yeah, I mean, who do you got? Mike Tyson or Jake Paul? Because if these guys are about to duke it out, we're about to see something that we are going to be proud of when Mike Tyson knocks Jake Paul's fucking douchey ass to the floor. When we get to see Jake Paul get knocked out and hit that fucking mat, we are all going to cheer our head off. That's what's going to happen. We're all going to be watching this fight at home. Most of us will probably be there live. Let me know if you went to that fight live and wanted to hug Mike Tyson after he knocked the shit out of Jake Paul. Yeah, so let me know if you're going to that fight or if you are going to stay at home and watch it on Netflix. I think they put it on Netflix because they didn't have the budget for anything else. They're all like, "Oh yeah," Jake Paul's all like, "Oh yeah, let me pay $150,000 to put my fucking name on something that, it's fucking horrible. Like, what the fuck? Like, Jake Paul, don't fight Mike Tyson. They should put this under the category of elder abuse. Legal elder abuse. That's what basically what this is turning into. Legal elder abuse for TV publication. And they're fucking allowing it. This has turned into elder abuse for TV publication. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. Elder abuse charges against Jake Paul tonight. Like, seriously, like, what the hell, man? I'd have to be on drugs to fight Mike Tyson. I'd have to be drunk and high to fight Mike Tyson. Like, seriously. You would have to be nuts to want to fight Mike Tyson, but Jake Paul is so douchey and brave enough that he's now turning into his character Dirk from Bizarre Bark. Somebody said, I dare you to fight Mike Tyson, and he said, dare me, bro. And he got Mike Tyson to say yes to a fight. And I hope this motherfucker gets the shit kicked out of him. In fact, I don't even think Jake Paul deserves to have a YouTube channel. Like, Jake, you should have stuck to YouTube. Why are you going to these great lengths to prove you are something when you are nothing? You're rich, you're a douchebag, sure you have fans that might actually really like you. But what the fuck are you doing fighting Mike Tyson? He was a world heavyweight champion. What in the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I don't know. I don't know. But, like, let's get off that subject. Oh, man. Wells traffic is still a fucking mess. That's something we can't seem to clear up. Oh, yeah. Here's 50 cars. See which ones pile up faster, a-hole. Yeah, probably the guy who's gonna get into a T-bone collision. Probably the guy who's coming into the intersection right now is this other guy who's speeding through the lane. And there's probably going to be a fucking T-bone collision here in a second. And there it was. Yep. Drivers are still horrible. And these days they're giving 12-year-olds driver's licenses saying, here, go kill yourself. That's basically what they're saying. They're saying, here's your license, have fun killing yourself because you don't know how to drive. You're 12. All right? Don't get a driver's license until you're at least 16. Learn some driving knowledge at that young age of 12 and get your fucking driver's license when you are 16 and you have that knowledge in your head. Until then, stay the fuck away from the DMV. You have no business even having a driver's license in the first place. You are a shit person. You are a shit person. If you are a 12-year-old and you drive, you obviously don't have the driving knowledge. Like, okay, my buddy Lorenzo, he can drive, right? I don't know if he's a good or a bad driver. He's probably somewhere in between. But I bet he has the know-how to be able to drive. But these other fucking 14-year-olds with driver's licenses that don't know what the fuck they're doing behind the wheel of a car in the first place, you should have waited. You could have waited. I don't understand why they do this shit. Like, they're like, oh yeah, we are lowering the legal age to be able to get a driver's license to 12. And that is when things were officially fucked. That is when things went down the fucking drain. And it's stressful. It's fucking stressful, man. It's horrible. Stop giving 12-year-olds driver's licenses. That's like giving a 1-year-old drugs. Like, why? Why are you giving 12-year-olds driver's licenses? Like, seriously. God, man. Anyway, let's talk about KSI's thick of it. It is horrible. KSI, why would you release that piece of shit? Like, you sat on the toilet like Trump did. You were thinking, and then you took a shit, and there it was. I took a shit, and this is what came out. A song that don't make sense, and I don't know what it's about. Like, people have even said if that song was made in 2010, it would be a banger today. But it wasn't made in 2010, and it ain't a banger. That thing is a song I would commit suicide to. I shouldn't have said that, but still. Like, dude, the world is absolutely fucked. Wow. Like, KSI's Thick of It is that song you hear when somebody's running around on Roblox and they have one of those fucking golden stereos on their backs because they talked their mom into buying them $1,000 worth of Robux. Don't know how you did that. I don't know how you managed to pull that out of your ass. But you did, and you should regret it. And then you got, these fucking, like, what are you what are you doing letting your very young kids ride bikes alone these days? Oh, you think, oh, it's 2024. We're safe again. There's no way my kid can get raped. Yeah, you don't think of that though. Your kid is still liable to get raped. It might be 2024, but don't let your young, like, I don't know, 6-year-old daughter go out alone. There is risk of some strange bearded guy behind an Arby's waiting for her. There is some. I'm being completely serious, by the way. There could be a bearded guy in a white van behind Arby's waiting on your daughter, and you still let her go out. Some parents don't give a shit. They even let their kids go out at night. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You might as well be abusing your kids. Why you letting them go out at night? Like, seriously. You might as well just be doing that. Why are you not doing that? If you're letting your kids go out at night, you might as well be abusing them. And I'm not saying by any means go ahead and abuse your kids. I'm only joking around here. I mean, but I'm serious about letting your kids go out at night. Like, what in the fuck is wrong with you? There are several other things you can be doing, yet you choose to let your fucking kid go out and possibly get captured by some fucking meth head that doesn't know what he's doing because his brain is so gacked up on whoop chicken. But, like, seriously, goddamn, why are you letting your kids go out at night? Stop doing that. Oh man, it's you want to know what else is hard? When you find out that you, you okay, the hardest hit you can take is when you either find out you're dying, you've been cheated on. Okay, is when you find out you're dying, you've been cheated on, or some other third thing that I can't think of right now, but that is the hardest hit you can take. Your doctor could say you have cancer and you only have 6 weeks to live. You know, you're fucking. I mean, every time you either go hiking, you go, even if you get into a car, you're still risking your life because there are a lot of dumb drivers on the road. Like, for real. Like, you go hiking, you go driving, you go fishing, you go hunting, you go fucking skydiving. You are at risk of dying. Every time you do that, you are at risk of dying. Just think of that. There is some dangerous shit you can do out there. Even cooking. Even when you're cooking, you're still at risk of burning your whole fucking house down. I mean, like, still, but I'm being relatively serious, but mildly joking in between, because that's what we do here on Devil Devin 360 News Nightly, formerly known as the Devil's Hour Talk Show, and I'm going to stop saying that now. All right, well, quick intermission here. If you're enjoying the episode so far, why not consider liking this episode and sharing it and subscribe to the channel? Follow me on Spotify. Go follow me on Twitch. Follow me on all my socials. I don't have I don't want you to follow me on Snapchat or fucking Facebook. But yeah, you can follow me on my Instagram, my Twitch, my Wattpad, my Reddit. You can join the subreddit. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of the episode. So, anyway, let's get back into the serious conversation now after that intermission. But seriously, enjoy the episode. Uh, this it's a you want to know something hilarious though? You want to know something hilarious? Pranks. Pranks are fucking. They're still genuine today. Like, I fucking love pranking people. I love I love pranking my family on April Fool's Day, man. That's why I love it when April Fool's Day comes around. Halloween and April Fool's Day are my two favorite holidays. You know, and it's funny too, because I try to do a lot of shit on April Fool's Day. Me and my stepdad did get my mom good though. So we were going to pretend there was a fire in the garage at first, right? We were going to use a fog machine, pretend the garage was on fire, and then mom would have been and I even told my stepdad, hey, you know, mom's probably going to be liable to pick up her phone. You might want to think of something else, man. Nope, he still lets that fog machine heat up, but there's no fog coming out. There might not have been fluid in it, but then he realized how hot it was getting. And that fog machine was super old anyway. We got it in like 2016, and it lasted up until now. Although now it's in the garbage and at the dump somewhere. Probably being repurposed for metal, for the metal. But otherwise, yeah, we were gonna prank my mom with that fog machine. Uh, but the fog machine didn't work, so then we came up. So then I'm looking at the dartboard in my garage. I look up at it, and then I look down at my baby brother because I see him there. I'm like, maybe we can do something with that. So I'm like, pretend there's a dart, pretend we were playing darts, and there is a dart in my baby brother's neck because it strayed off from the dartboard and hit him. We did that. My mom freaked out and she hates us now. My mom hates me and my stepdad for that so bad. But I'd be willing to do it again. I wonder what we're gonna find to prank my mom with this year, though. I hope we are. It's a weekend and we're able to, take the time to figure something out and plan. But anyway, I hate school. Yeah, I said it. I hate school. I don't like going to school. I'm in an online school and I still don't like it. But at least I'm at home and not stuck in a classroom for 14 hours. I can work at my own pace in homeschool. I don't have to worry about sitting in a classroom for 4 hours having to do something. And then the only time I get to be free is when I get to go outside for recess after fucking lunchtime and nearing the end of the day. Like here's the thing that they do. They let you go out. They have lunch at like 11:30 in schools. In the elementary school I went to, they had lunch at like 11:30. And it you know, then there was recess, right? Then there was recess. You got back in. It was it was back to normal learning. You know, you got back inside, back to normal learning. It was all good. And then you've got when you've got the other recess that's at 2 o'clock. About like an hour and a half before school gets out because school usually gets out. Elementary school usually gets out by 3:30. But otherwise, um, so yeah, an hour and a half before school lets out, they let you go outside for a second time, and that's pretty much all you get. And that's what sucked about it. Another thing that sucked about it is just stifling hot classrooms during the summer. Well, they were relatively cool during the summer because they had a really good AC in that school. But goddamn, some of the teachers didn't even put the fucking air conditioning on in their classroom. They would keep that shit off. All right, hang on. We'll be right back. I got a spider situation. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. False alarm wasn't a spider. But where were we? Oh yeah, elementary schools. So anyway, again, hot classrooms. Some classrooms are hot because the teachers never turn their air conditioning on. It's like, what the fuck? You want me to learn, but do you want me to sweat my ass off at the same goddamn time? Turn on the fucking air conditioner, you prick. I never said that to a teacher, but boy, has my mom said some shit to teachers. And you can believe it, right? My mom has said some shit to teachers. My mom has threatened many lives in road rage situations when she was justified to. And me and my sister were always rooting for my mom. Whenever my mom would start screaming at somebody, it'd be me and my sister in the back seat being like, "Woo! Yeah, mom, come on, kick her ass." Shit like that. Yeah, there's some pretty funny stories with my mom, but let's see, let's see. Um, let's talk about Off-Road Outlaws for a minute. Off-Road Outlaws just got a new update. They added a Ford Ranger finally. I actually requested, well, I didn't personally request it, but I mentioned in a video on the DJB Customs channel that Off-Road Outlaws should add a 2005, like a 1990s to 2005 Ford Ranger. Holy fuck, they listened. As soon as I saw it, I bought that and an F450 and fucking designed them. And you can go look at the shorts on the Devil Devin 360 on the DJB Customs YouTube channel. I will link that down below for you. But anyway, um, let's talk about jail. I have never been to jail. Jails look like horrible places on TV. Because I've watched the show Jail many times. I've watched Cops many times. I think Cops is fucking hilarious. Jail, on the other hand, that shit is horrifying. I'm watching Jail and I'm looking at these convicts. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? How many of these people are on meth? I'm watching Cops and I'm sitting there busting a gut, watching these fuckers get arrested. That's just my way of doing things. Like, seriously. Like, goddamn. Like, I can watch your ass get arrested and laugh at that shit. Like, I'm busting a gut while you're getting arrested, pal, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. Because you're on TV. And I'm sitting on my couch having a heyday. Yeah. And then I also enjoy those guys on Cops that try to fucking run. Like, that's hilarious to watch. Sir, I need you to step out of the car, please. Proceeds to get out of the car, and there he goes. He's on foot. Oh, fuck. The officer proceeds to chase him down, tackle him, cuff his ass, and I'm laughing at him for even thinking he can outrun a cop. Either while he's high, drunk, on some euphoric drug that the world all of a sudden comes up with. Like, fuck. There is a difference. And then, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, cops and jail. Uh, well, we're on cops because I, again, I think it's just fucking hilarious to see these guys being arrested, trying to hide in trash bins, flower pots, people's backyards, fucking under boat, like in boats when the boat cover is on it. And yet the cops still find you because they have a cadaver dog. And what do you got? Nothing. Those cadaver dogs will sniff your ass out and pull you right out of that fucking hiding spot. Those cadaver dogs do not give two flying fucks about you. They will rip you apart. Those police dogs, man, they are a bitch. Like the police send them after your ass, and you're running for the hills. Like that's about all you're doing. Those police send out those dogs. You're like, ah, shit. Here we go again. You're doing the CJ. You're ah shit. Here we go again. Once you see those fucking police dogs after you, even when you see like even when you're trying to rob somebody's house and you see a police dog coming out and you see their dog coming after you and it's a big ass bulldog, you're like, oh fuck, and you know that's what you're thinking. You know that's what you're thinking because you could see the dog coming after you, about ready to rip your fucking testicles off. And it's all on you because you wanted to try and outrun cops and be a dumbass. Well, guess what? You got your wish of being dickless. Ah, let's talk about movies for a minute. What is your favorite movie? Mine, as you could tell by the Ghostface mask, the Halloween case in the background, the Halloween 2 case on my backboard there, and that the fact that I did a full Scream cosplay. I am a Halloween and Scream fan. Yeah, let that sink in for a minute. I like Halloween and Scream. Now, there is some of you out there that might think, oh, Scream is a fucking terrible movie. But no, I look at Scream and I'm like, this is art. I say, thank you, Wes Craven. This is art. And it is the same fucking thing I say about A Nightmare on Fuck. And it is the same fucking thing that I say when I watch A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 Dream Warriors. Oh man, Siri scared the shit out of me back there for a minute. You guys are gonna laugh at that. But yeah, I say the same goddamn thing about about A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. I say, thank you, Wes Craven, for creating Freddy Krueger and bringing this to life. And thank you for bringing this masterpiece of Scream to us, the people. And thank you, John Carpenter, for Halloween. I personally, my favorite Halloween movies are these: Halloween 2018, well, Halloween 1978, Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends. I don't give a shit what you say about Halloween Ends. That is a good movie. David Gordon Green is an amazing director with those. And I mean, there are some good Friday the 13th movies out there, such as my favorite Friday the 13th movies, Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter, Friday the 13th, Part 3 in 3D, and Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. Now, you guys may think, oh, Friday the 13th, Part 5, what the fuck? But no, it is a good movie. Friday the 13th, Part 5 is a good movie. It's funny, it's dirty, it's got blood, it's got somebody pretending to be Jason Voorhees. I understand that that might be the center point of your hate, but it is a good movie. The Conjuring is also a good horror movie, but I am not a very big fan of it. There's no reason why I'm not a big fan of it. I just don't like it as much as I like these, as much as I like slasher movies. And slashers are also in the horror category, so they qualify as horror movies. But that's enough banter about that. Let's talk about let's talk about the new movie Captain America: Brave New World, because that is coming out in February of 2025, and I cannot wait. It is going to be so damn good. It might be Falcon. So what that it is Sam Wilson and not Steve Rogers. It is still going to be a good Captain America movie. It is still going to be a damn good movie. I don't care what you think. It would be good though if the story point was more of Steve Rogers, like young Steve Rogers, being brainwashed in 1945. Well, well, yeah, being brainwashed in 1945 after he became Captain America. He was the one brainwashed instead of Bucky. Well, no, no. Captain, he was brainwashed in 1945 after go. Okay, okay. You know what? Hang on. Let me start completely the fuck over because anyway. So the story should have went like this. This should have been the direction they were gonna go with the story. Captain America, after going back and putting all the Infinity Stones back in Avengers Endgame, spoiler alerts here, um, and staying with Peggy, one day he is out on the town with Peggy when he is captured by Hydra, brainwashed, and sent back to the present. Ergo, about the time that Falcon is Captain America. So Falcon now has to battle a new threat, but he doesn't know it's Steve Rogers. So then the middle scene comes in, where Steve Rogers is being trained at Hydra headquarters. Or the middle scene comes in, where Sam Wilson's Falcon is battling a threat, and then gets the alert that something has time traveled into that timeline, and he doesn't know it's Steve Rogers. All he knows is that it is a fucking Hydra agent. That is all he knows. That it is a Hydra agent, and he needs to take care of it. Right then and there. That is all he knows. But otherwise, let let's move on to um let's move on to public parks. Some of them are dirty, some of them are disgusting. I mean, actually, you can say that pretty much about all public parks because of all the children, because of the number of children that have been on those things, and the number of teenagers that go there to hang out and do drugs at night. The the fucking van park, they're just waiting for a child to walk through there at night so he can nab him up like the grabber from fucking uh the black phone. And it's fucking wild. Public parks are fucking wild. Yeah, you can let your kids play on the playground and go for a walk with your husband. Yeah, leave your kids alone for 15 minutes with risk of being captured by some guy or even a woman at this point. We don't know if there are female sex offenders out there, but you know. But yeah, even females at this point could capture some kid that they like the look of, take them back to whatever shithole they live in, do stuff to them their whole life and capture the police finally catch up to this person and arrest their ass. That's what's waiting to happen at a public park at night. There are crimes like murder waiting to happen at public parks at night. And I actually enjoy going to parks at night with my family. It's funny because when me, my mom, and my sister were living in Elko, we would always go to the public playground and play over there. We'd have flashlights and shit, of course, but we would always go over there at night and play over there. It it was fucking great to go do that. And it's still funny. But here's something I like. Um I like the fact that Dana White, right, president of the UFC, said females would never get into the UFC. He said that forever. A few years later, females in the UFC. And I like to talk about past stuff. So I don't hope you think bad of me for that, but yeah, I like talking about past stuff because it's funny. Some of it is funny, some of it's terrible. You know, my favorite grocery store is in Elko, Nevada. It is called Smith's. It is a very nice, quiet supermarket. You can go in there and buy beef brisket. It'll be nice and quiet in there. You're just buying your shit and getting out. And that is what I like about it. That is what I enjoy about it. It's a good time when you're in a Smith's. Same with Albertsons. Albertsons and Smith's are both really good. So is Rayleigh's. Rayleigh's is also a good grocery store, and that is also located in Elko, Nevada. And probably other places in Nevada and other states. I don't know. But yeah, Smith's, it was always incredible going there with my dad, to go get some meat or whatever, get some burgers, throw them on the grill. Then my biological father abandoned me, and if he's watching this, that's what you get. See that? Yeah. Have fun fucking your whale of a girlfriend. Otherwise, yeah, the salmon was the best. The salmon from Smith's, god damn, that shit was superb. Salty ribs from Albertsons, fuck yeah. I don't care where you get your salty ribs. To me, Albertsons has the best ribs. And then you put salt on those motherfuckers. Yes! Give me everything. Give me an excuse not to believe I should keep putting salt on my fucking ribs. But, here's another thing I like. I like Xbox 360. As you know, from episode 7, where did classic gaming go? In that episode, I talked a lot about Nintendo. I talked a lot of shit about how all these old consoles are going out of style, and holy fuck, we're dead. Uh, yeah, I mentioned a lot about that. Um, but yeah. And, by the way, holy shit, America's fucked. You wanna know why? Trump is back in the White House. It's incredible that he was even able to get back in the first place. Honestly, it's incredible. Bro's having sex with his wife and daughter for some reason. Who the fuck knows? And he's living his life. He got back in the White House. Mr. Trump, I hate you. I fucking hate you. I hate Trump as equally as I hate Elon Musk. But my hate. Okay, here's my hate level for certain celebrities. Mr. Beast, a 4. You know, Jake Paul, all the way up to the number 1 spot. You know, SS Sniper Wolf. Yes, I hate her. You know, Hope Scope. I hate her. She's on level 5, just just below Mr. Beast. Elon Musk at number 2, and that piece of shit Donald Trump at number 3. God, I can't fucking stand Trump. Why did they let him back in the White House? Like what the fuck? Yeah, you had a pick of your first female president and the worst president we had in 2020 and on at this point. He tried for Trump tried for president in 2020. He tried again in 2022. He tried again in 2021. Failed there. He tried again in 2022. He also failed there. He tried in 2023. He won. And in 2024, he's back. Like, what in the... You people don't know how to vote. You people are fucked up in the head if you think you could trust Trump. And I'm talking about Trump supporters. I ain't talking to any specific... Well, I'm talking about a specific crowd of people, and that is the Trump supporters. But, we all have our freedom of speech, and we all have our own opinions, so, fuck it. Talk as much shit as you want about anything. Uh, and by the way, these episodes will now be ranging from 45 minutes to an hour. So, with that being said, let us continue, because I want to go on about a couple of more things, and then probably end the episode. So, let's talk about the Toyota Prius. That car is so gay. I would never own one. I would never drive one. Lo and behold, would I ever sit in the passenger seat of a Toyota Prius. I would rather burn my ass cheeks on a hot stove than sit in the passenger seat of a fucking Prius. And I don't know why you'd want to sit in the driver's seat of a fucking Prius. But if you want to sit in the driver's seat of a Prius, be my fucking gift. If you want to sit in the driver's seat of some other great car, yeah, that's fine too. Sit in the driver's seat of that car, not a fucking Prius. Somebody needs to edit this and put a fucking Prius counter above above me or below me. Wherever they want to put it, they need to put it there. Fucking Prius. One. But no, I hate Priuses. I hate them just about as much as I hate Teslas. I also hate Toyota Corollas and Toyota Camrys. I don't know why, but I hate them. But one of the main fucking things I hate are one of the main things I hate are Teslas. Fords, they're in sixth place of the hate list for cars. I like Jeeps. Those are pretty fucking nice. I love Ford Rangers. Those are a zero on my hate list. I fucking love Ford Rangers. And I don't mean the newer Ford Rangers. I mean the old school 2005, the old school like 1986 to 2005 Ford Rangers. Those are the ones I just fucking dig. I really dig those Ford Rangers, man. They are just fucking incredible. Ford knew what they did right with the Ranger. They knew that they did something right with that one. Ford knew that they did something right with that truck. I like Broncos. I gotta say Broncos are like my second most liked vehicle. Toyota Tacomas, they're kind of like my third. Tundras, those are my fourth. Ford F-450s though. Actually, those would have to come in a close second to Ford Rangers. I really like the look of a Ford F-450. They are so fucking sexy. They are really good looking trucks. They are like the big brother of a Ford F-250. Those things are good trucks, man. Those things are good looking trucks. Ford knew what they did with that fucker. Ford knew what they did with the F-150 or the F-450. They knew what they did with that thing when they turned it into a dually, and it looks fucking incredible. Um, let's talk about something else I hate. I hate when people will go to the lowest low on Halloween and put shit in your goddamn candy. Now I know Halloween was like a few weeks ago, but like holy shit, I hate the fucking fact that they put shit in your candy on Halloween. Like some people will just go to the lowest lows to try and fuck you over. And putting shit in your Halloween candy is one thing. That is one thing I can't fucking stand. I can't stand when somebody would go to the lowest low to try and kidnap you, but they'd put shit in your goddamn Halloween candy. That piece of shit needs to be arrested. Probably already was. Probably already got raped in prison. I mean, we can figure that out just from the scars on his body. Like, we can figure out whether this motherfucker was raped in prison or not. Even though he knows goddamn well he should have been. Just for trying to rape a little child. And I'm not joking about that. I'm very serious. If you're a child predator and you raped that little kid, you deserve to be butt raped in prison. Just because you touched a little kid like that. And I hope you fucking die, you child molesters out there. I don't even give a fuck if you're listening to this. You better stop listening to it right now. You fucking child molesting prick. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wanted to get on a bit of a serious note for a second there. And I hope this podcast doesn't get banned just for that. But, it's incredible how these people could just get away with the shit they get away with. Oh yeah, nudity in a public park during the middle of the day. Oh yeah, that's a mild offense. Slap the cuffs on him and take him to prison. A fender bender that was caused by some drunk dumbass. Oh, that's a mild offense. Take him to jail. Cuff him. Take him to jail. Give him a life sentence of about 23 years. And sometimes you even let these child molesting bastards off. Like there are several child molesters who 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 uh who were found not guilty, but they actually did it. Their lies were just so convincing that the court fucking believed them and let them off. Fuck you for being let off and being able to continue your reign of terror. Like Jesus H. Christ, man. You need some help if you like children. Hell, you need it's what's shocking to me? When they bust into these adult men's houses, look on their computers and find child pornography. That is also something that is fucking horrible. But yeah, you know, the world is a crazy place, but we're living in it. We're just sitting here living in shit. Uh, we're in a day where KSI gets to release a shit song. Ice Show Speed is being hated brutally. I mean, Ice Show Speed is still being loved by his fans. I'm an Ice Show Speed fan. I love Ice Show Speed. But, he is like, I think Cristiano Ronaldo hates him. Sorry, Speed, but Sui hates you. Cristiano Ronaldo hates you. You're gonna need to get used to it. I think even Messi hates Speed. Ronaldo and Messi both hate Speed. I figured this out. But anyway. I know I cracked the motherfucking code, but shut up! Let me think! It's like, goddamn, man. Here's what I would do if I had $100. Or here's what I would do if it was a purge. Kill Jake Paul, first of all. Kill Elon Musk. Kill Mike Tyson. No. Kill Elon Musk. Kill Donald Trump. Kill Ronda Rousey. I kind of hate Ronda Rousey, and I don't know why. Well, actually, I don't hate Ronda Rousey. I just don't like her. I think she was kicked out of the UFC for beating Holly Holm's head in. I mean, she kicked the shit out of Holly Holm. And again, I like talking about past stuff, and here I go again. Ronda Rousey kicked the shit out of Holly Holm and went to the into the WWE Women's Division. It's fucking hilarious right there. You can kick the shit out of Holly Holm and then go right into WWE. And I think Holm even quit the UFC because she was so embarrassed by being beat by Ronda Rousey. In my opinion, Holly Holm was thinking she could beat Ronda Rousey and then ended up not beating Ronda Rousey. But otherwise, let's talk about um let's talk about soup. Now, I know this is going to be a subject that gets you hungry. I know it's going to get me hungry, but let's talk about soup because I love Campbell's cream of chicken and Campbell's tomato soups. And this is in no way a sponsor, but I love those soups, man. They are just fucking delicious. I pop one in the microwave, I cook it, I put it into a bowl, pop it in the microwave, cook it, wait for it to cool off, and then eat it. And it is delicious. Another thing that's delicious is a good turkey and cheese sandwich with no veggies. Because I fucking hate veggies, man. I am not a vegetable guy. Like, seriously. There is something the the main thing I really have a hate about though is Brussels sprouts. Like, what in the fuck are those mini cabbages? What the like what the fuck are Brussels sprouts? They smell disgusting when I'm full. Like, my mom begged me to eat a Brussels sprout. I ate it, I nearly fucking vomited. I do that same exact thing though with fucking broccoli. Like you place broccoli in front of me, I'm most likely to fucking puke my guts out because I hate broccoli. Like if you put a gun to my head and said, "You eat that broccoli right now, motherfucker," I wouldn't eat that broccoli. I would not eat that broccoli even if you fucking paid me. I'd shoot myself in the foot before eating broccoli. I I I don't know. There are many things I would do before eating broccoli and Brussels sprouts ever again. I'd rather have Edward Scissorhands come and kill me rather than eat broccoli. Fuck, you get Edward Scissorhands to kill me, you got yourself a deal there. Oh man, we are coming to the end of the episode, and this has been a good ninth episode, and good job, Commander K Studios, on 200 subscribers on YouTube. You are doing very well for yourself. You are doing fairly well for yourself, Commander K. Good fucking job, bro. Um, so let's talk about airline food for a minute. I fucking hate airline food. And that's the God's honest truth. I fucking loathe airline food. Don't give me airline food. Okay, yeah, maybe I'll take a bag of fucking pretzels, but don't try and give me that tiny ass fucking cup of water that you think you can. Dude, that is not even enough to give an African to drink. That That was a horrible joke. That was a terrible joke. I I gotta think about that one for a minute. Well, actually, no, I'm actually serious. Those tiny office-sized cups of water, if you, it, that wouldn't even be enough to fully hydrate one of those poor damn Africans, man. It wouldn't be enough to hydrate one of them. Like, seriously. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in to Devil Devin 360 News Nightly. This has been an excellent episode. Remember to go and head over and subscribe to DJB Customs and head over and subscribe to Commander K Studios while you're at it. I will see you guys in the next episode. And actually, be sure to leave a like and comment on this episode what your thoughts are. And I will see you guys in the next episode. This has been Devin Farm, your host of Devil Devin 360 News Nightly. Thanks again for tuning in.